Q4018. Under which condition may you act as pilot in command of a helicopter under IFR? Your certificates and ratings. Private pilot certificate with AMEL and airplane instrument, rotorcraft category rating, and helicopter class rating. A. If a certificated helicopter instrument flight instructor is on board. B. If you meet the recent helicopter IFR experience requirements. C. If you acquire a helicopter instrument rating and meet IFR currency requirements. The correct answer is C. Your current certificates and ratings do not allow you to act as pilot in command of a helicopter under IFR. You have an airplane instrument rating, but this is not valid for helicopters. You also have a helicopter class rating, but this is not an instrument rating. In order to act as pilot in command of a helicopter under IFR, you must acquire a helicopter instrument rating. This can be done by taking a written exam and a flight test. Once you have acquired a helicopter instrument rating, you must also meet IFR currency requirements. This means that you must have logged at least 6 instrument approaches within the preceding 6 calendar months. If you meet these requirements, you will be authorized to act as pilot in command of a helicopter under IFR. Q4030-1. Do regulations permit you to act as pilot in command of a helicopter in IMC if you hold a private pilot certificate with ASEL, airplane instrument rating, rotorcraft category, and helicopter class rating? A. Yes, if you comply with the recent IFR experience requirements for a helicopter. B. No, you must hold either an unrestricted airline transport pilot helicopter certificate or a helicopter instrument rating. C. No, however, you may do so if you hold an airline transport pilot helicopter certificate limited to VFR. The correct answer is B. A private pilot certificate with an instrument helicopter rating does not meet this requirement, as it is only valid for VFR flight. There are a few exceptions to this rule. For example, a pilot with a private pilot certificate with an instrument helicopter rating may act as pilot in command of an airplane under IF, or if they also hold an airline transport pilot certificate with an airplane rating, or if they have completed the recent IFR experience requirements for a helicopter. However, these exceptions do not apply in the case of the question you have asked. 4012. To meet the minimum instrument experience requirements within the last 6 calendar months you need: A. 6 instrument approaches, holding procedures, and intercepting and tracking courses in the appropriate category of aircraft. B. 6 hours in the same category aircraft. C. 6 hours in the same category aircraft, and at least 3 of the 6 hours in actual IFR conditions. The correct answer is A. The FAA's regulations state that a pilot must have logged at least 6 instrument approaches within the preceding 6 calendar months in order to be considered current for IFR flight. These approaches must be conducted in the appropriate category of aircraft and must include holding procedures and intercepting and tracking courses. There are a few exceptions to this rule. For example, a pilot who has completed a flight review within the preceding 6 calendar months is not required to have logged 6 instrument approaches. However, these exceptions do not apply in the case of the question you have asked. 4013. After your recent IFR experience lapses, how much time do you have before you must pass an instrument proficiency check to act as pilot in command under IFR? A. 6 months. B. 90 days. C. 12 months. The correct answer is A. If a pilot does not obtain the required recent instrument experience within the allotted time, he or she has 6 months to do so or pass an instrument proficiency test for the kind of aircraft in question. 4014. An instrument-rated pilot who has not logged any instrument time in 1 year or more cannot serve as pilot in command under IFR unless the pilot: A. completes the required 6 hours and 6 approaches, followed by an instrument proficiency check given by an FAA designated examiner. B. passes an instrument proficiency check in the category of aircraft involved, given by an approved FAA examiner, instrument instructor, or FAA inspector. C. Passes an instrument proficiency check in the category of aircraft involved, followed by 6 hours and 6 instrument approaches, 3 of those hours in the category of aircraft involved. The correct answer is B. If a pilot fails the required recent instrument experience test within the allotted time, they have 6 months to complete an instrument proficiency test in the relevant category of aircraft provided by an authorized FAA examiner, instrument teacher, or FAA inspector.